Sat Sri Akal. So this is the time of the summer holidays. Many people are going on vacation. Many want to fly and are experiencing hardship at our airports, particularly Pearson International Airport, in terms of delayed flights, canceled flights, or lost baggage. As a consequence, people are thinking about, and rightly so, that perhaps they should drive for their vacations, and that would include going to other provinces or even to the United States. And of course, safety is paramount, so we want to make sure that our vehicles are well looked after, that our map, we know the route we're going to be taking, and it's a great bonding experience for families. But sometimes overlooked are insurance-related matters when you travel. And I'm not just talking about travel insurance, because that's very important too, but also it's important to look at your auto insurance policy. You know, in the United States, we may hear of big jury awards that happen if there's an accident, but the reality is most people don't have to carry high amounts of policy limits. In fact, there are a number of states in the United States where auto insurance is not mandatory, and the majority of them have limits or minimum limits for policies of around $50,000. Now, that means if you're in an accident with one of those drivers who doesn't have insurance in the United States or has a very low policy, you might be not fully compensated if you or your family member is injured. In Ontario, our minimum policy limit is $250,000. I think most people would carry around $1 million. My suggestion is to carry more, even $2 million or more. It doesn't cost a lot of money to increase your policy limits. And there are benefits to this. First, for example, that situation where you're in an accident with an underinsured or an uninsured driver, such as could happen in your travel to the United States, your insurance company will step in under your underinsured coverage and pay for the difference. For example, if the other driver's policy limit is $50,000, but you have $1 million and your injuries are worth $500,000, at least you will in fact get covered. And there's another issue to think about. If you're involved in a car accident with a driver in the United States and you don't carry enough policy limits yourself, and you caused the accident, maybe it's nighttime, you don't know the roads, and you get sued, you want to make sure that you have enough coverage so that you will not be subject to personal liability over and above what you have in insurance. So again, think about increasing the limits of your auto insurance policy. Speaking of which, we have many optional benefits for auto insurance that are really cheap to purchase. Under our no-fault system, it's very difficult to get medical rehabilitation benefits, and the cutoff is $65,000 unless you have catastrophic injuries. You can easily purchase more, so you will not be left without coverage. Finally, as I alluded to earlier, travel insurance is obviously very important. If you're going to the United States, the cost of ambulances, medication, hospitalization, and ultimately, if it needed, repatriation back to Canada is excessive. You're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars that you'll need to fork out in the event you're in a major incident, such as an accident or illness where you have to be hospitalized. So you can look certainly to your credit cards, look to your work group policies, or even purchase from a travel agent travel insurance to make sure you're protected. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope everybody has a wonderful summer. Sat Sri Akal.